Firstly, pardon my voice, I have a bit of a cold, but the show must go on. Join me as we discuss Bulls news, we get an understanding of why the Bulls had to trade Jimmy Butler, and how the Bulls did these past couple of weeks. Episode 3 of Raging Bulls, coming up now. Jimmy Butler gives the Bulls an ultimatum. Jimmy Butler basically said it's either Fred or me, and the Bulls chose Fred, and I think I know why. For the record, as much as I like Jimmy, I really like the new pieces we got. Do the Bulls know that Fred's a bad coach? Well, yeah. Will we suck this year once again? Yes. But that's almost by design, I think. Hoiberg is on a contract that the Bulls were not going to be able to get rid of, so we were going to be a mediocre team anyway. They chose Fred because they're contractually tied to him. Is he a good coach? Once again, no. But the criticism is much lower when the team is terrible, so getting rid of Jimmy and rebuilding would get people off their backs and postpone for another year or two until they could get their money's worth from Hoiberg and then release him, while at the same time developing our young guys. At least that's what I think is happening. Ben Gordon sends video before hospitalization. So remember last time I said I was afraid the hospitalization would slow down Ben Gordon's comeback? Well, before he was hospitalized, he uploaded a video basically saying that people were trying to claim his gym. I frankly don't see anything wrong with what he said, but then again, we don't know the whole story. He still has yet to play a game. I hope that he's alright mentally. Update on Niko and Portis. Well, Portis is playing, and playing very well. Last 3 games, he's posted 21, 20, and 17 respectively. The team seems to have taken his side and has accepted him back with open arms. Mirotic finally made it back to practice, but apparently he's avoiding Portis. What are we, like 5? He's also set an ultimatum of it's either him or me. What's up with this team and ultimatums? How about we just play frickin' basketball? Benny the Bull to the Mascot Hall of Fame. Hey, I want to personally give a congratulations to the best mascot. Yep, I said it. The best mascot in the NBA. You've worked hard all these years and you deserve to be in the Mascot Hall of Fame. I honestly didn't even know that existed. But hey, that's awesome. Adidas says LaVine has a chance to be the face of the brand. I honestly believe it. He has been raising his scoring average exponentially every year. He came in 2014 and averaged 10 points per game. Then in 2015, he averaged 14 points per game. And then last year, he averaged 18 points per game with 47 games played. LaVine has the athleticism to be a dynamic and explosive player. With exponential growth, I believe he can become great, and being in Chicago, he's going to be the face of the franchise, will get the chance to get plenty of shots up, and will lead the team. Chicago to host the draft lottery in 2018 and the All-Star game in 2020. You know what that means. Hopefully we get that number 1 pick next year and he becomes an All-Star by 2020. Hey, one can only hope, right? Even though Porter Jr. looks like he could definitely be an All-Star. If not, then we always have LaVine that can become an All-Star for us, right? Bulls at Heat. Out of all the games these past 2 weeks, I thought this was the game we had the most chance of winning. Chris Dunn really showed some great athleticism this game with an amazing block and that dunk. Woo! Wait, let me show that again. Yeah, that was a highlight of the whole match right there. Some people are comparing the dunk to Derrick Rose's dunks, but I don't see it. They're different types of players. The game was pretty even throughout the first half, but Dragic, Whiteside, and Johnson just dominated us that second half. It was kind of bitter to see Dragic do so well. All I can think of is when Derrick fiercely dunked on him. Those were the good times, man. Markkanen had 25 points and 8 boards. Lopez had 22 points, and the only other person in double-digit scoring on the Bulls was Dunn with 11 points. Nwaba dominated the paint with 11 boards. Needless to say, the Bulls lost this one 97-91, The Bulls kept the Heat to under 100 points, which is usually good for a win, but we can't finish games worth a lick. Bulls at Magic. If you would have told me that we were going to win this game, I would have probably laughed because the Magic are playing really good basketball right now and are one of the top teams in the East. With that said, the Bulls won in large part due to Nwaba, who made his second start this game and had the best game of his career with 16 points and 5 boards. Also, Holiday added 19 points and Markkanen added 13 points. Nwaba just looked like he was all over the place. One play in particular that I have in mind is when he went in for a dunk. He missed it, but still somehow ended up under the rim for the pass and scored on the possession anyway. His athleticism is going to earn him starters minutes, and it's going to be really hard to deny him. I'm telling you, when the Bulls are clicking, they move the ball around nicely and shoot and make a ton of threes. They honestly look like a really good college team, which would be fitting for a college experienced coach like Hoiberg. Bulls finally get their second win of the season. They win it 105-83. Bulls versus Pelicans. Well, it looked like Anthony Davis was back in this one, and I didn't even see Josh Smith. Even with Davis, this game was really close, and I thought we might even pull this one off. A few insights in this game. Nwaba is so athletic. It's a shame that he got injured. I love him at the starting 3 position, and I might have to reorganize my ideal lineup, sans LaVine, of course. He just has so much chops. He adds to the team defensively and on the boards. I feel like this team, even though it doesn't have a strong roster, they are very flexible when things are clicking. This game was close thanks to the efforts of most of the starting lineup having a double-digit scoring night, and Valentine producing as well. I wish somehow we could have gotten the ball to Markkanen on that last play of regulation, but what can you do? This team doesn't know how to finish off games. Heck, they don't even know how to win games. But I think that'll change a bit when LaVine returns. Unfortunately, the Bulls dropped this one 90-96. Bulls at Raptors. Markkanen starts this game really well with a few threes to keep the Bulls into this game early. This was Portis' first game after suspension, and he brought it. You can tell that he really missed playing basketball. This only reinforces what I stated in episode 1 of the show, that I thought Portis would be one of the players that would have a breakout season this year. This game, Portis showed us a little bit of everything he has in his arsenal of moves. His inside game, his mid-range game, his outside game. I was honestly really impressed. I like that Valentine is developing that nice little push shot that I didn't see from him last year. That'll come in useful when he's in the paint. This game was a whole lot closer than I anticipated, and that's in many ways thanks to Portis and his 21 points and 15 boards. Holiday's 15 points and Valentine's 14. I also can't forget Markkanen's 12 points. Bulls dropped this one 114-119. Bulls versus Pacers. I was honestly expecting this game to be much closer than it was. I even had a conversation with a friend of mine who's a Pacer fan, and he was like, yeah, we've lost 4 in a row. I think we're pretty much even matched. This game will be won by a very small margin of maybe 3 points. Luckily for them, Oladipo showed up, and Robin Lopez, who I usually don't complain about, didn't show up this game. 3 points and 5 boards in 27 minutes of play? Come on, man. Fortunately, some Bulls players decided to show up. Portis led all scorers with 20 points, Dunn had 16, Holiday had 14, and Markkanen 12. We lost this one 87-105. Bulls at Spurs. I expected the Spurs to smash us, but if you would have told me that the Bulls would lose by 39 points, I would have shrugged that off. I think we may have gotten to within 6 points at some point, but the rest of the second half was atrocious. The Bulls start the game horribly and end the game horribly. Hoiberg can't get it out of his head that Grant is not a starter. Markkanen barely plays this game. I'm thinking he left the game with an injury, but I really want to see him out there taking as many shots as possible. This game was complete garbage. It looked like Hoiberg was trying every lineup imaginable to make something happen, but he just looks completely inept to me this game. Get it out of your head. Grant out, Dunn in. Felicia's got to go. Once again, I'm tired of seeing Pondexter out there. Our defense, once again, atrocious. Zipser keeps starting. Why? Zipser is not starting material. Get that idea out of your head as well. Lopez and Portis both had 17 and Dunn contributed 15 in this very lopsided loss. Bulls dropped this game 94 to 133. Predictions for the next 2 weeks worth of games. I honestly don't know why I try to predict these anymore. I guess it's fun. So we once again have a few winnable games, but in reality we might win 2 at the most. First, we face the Thunder in Oklahoma City. There's no way we win this game. Like the first time, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, and Westbrook are going to completely torch us. Then we host the Hornets. This one's winnable. As of today, the Hornets are 12th in the East and have lost their last 4 games. We might win this one. Next, we face the Suns. This one is also winnable, even though we're playing at Phoenix. The Suns are probably just as bad as the Bulls, and they're a team that's currently in turmoil. Bulls then face the Lakers at LA, where we will lose. The Lakers have a lot of young talent who are better than our young talent. Bulls then face the Jazz at Utah, where we will lose again. The Jazz lost Gordon Hayward, but still have enough talent to beat us. Bulls then play at Golden State. Yeah, I don't even need to explain this one. We'll take that L and probably by 50. You thought 40 was bad? You ain't seen nothing yet. Bulls play the Heat at home, and I believe we have a good chance to win this one. And lastly, the Bulls play the Suns at home. We have a good chance of winning this one too. I'm predicting an optimistic 4-4, which would be true if we had a half-decent team, but since we don't, we'll probably get 2 wins. Alright guys, I have some good news now. According to sources, by the time we meet again, we might have LaVine back. And everybody yelled a collective, yeah! Anyways, thanks for joining me. I really had fun putting this show together these past couple weeks. If you guys need to vent below, I'm here to listen. If you want to share your opinions, I'd love to hear them too in the comments below. Also, let me know what you think of the show. If you liked it, remember to smash that like button. It really helps me out a lot. And if you loved it, subscribe for more. I'll be doing this show every couple weeks. See you next time, and let's go Bulls. Or embrace the tank. I don't know. Anyways, bye.